everyone, it's Laura from Laura's Handcrafted Treats and Treasures. Welcome to or back to my channel. Alright, so what I've got going on here is Create with Scrimping Mommy, Journaling Joy, January 2025. Her first one is Majestic Peacock. As usual, links will be in the description box, as well as the one where she introduces this kit. All of her links to her Ko-fi, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm not going to go through all the papers because she does that, but I'm going to just show you I have it all prepped and ready to go. So I have picked out the signatures, the papers I want front and back. Okay, and then I've inked everything with vintage photo. I've also cut all of the tags, journaling cards, embellishments. Not all of them. I have one more page of embellishments to fussy cut. So that's that. And with this one, this was just in my head. I couldn't get it out of my head because I've never done this and I've always wanted to try it. So I am going to use bubble wrap. And I went searching and found a video. I don't remember the creator, but she seemed to have the sort of what resonated with me. And I thought, okay, this is how I want to do mine. So this is going to be the cover. And as you can see, this is going to be the height of my book. Now, I did see some creators that just covered it like this, but this particular one I watched put paper on the back. So she glued this paper, trimmed it all down, and then put her fabric. So anyway, I'm going to do that. And then the front, where the actual bubble wrap is, once my material comes over top of it, then I'm going to use the paper from the digital to cover this up. But then it's going to have this nice sound. Okay, I'm excited. We'll see how this comes out because I've never done it before. So I'm going to be using this material. So at church, the ladies quilt. I don't quilt, but I go in and help wherever I can in whatever capacity that is. And there was some material down there, so I asked, hey, can I take enough to do a cover? But this is like perfect. It's like all the colors that are going to be in the journal. And then, of course, I have this in my stash. So when I'm doing paper, sewing paper pockets and stuff, I like to have a few different colors. I'm not a sewer. I can manage to get around this though, because I have done fabric journals before. All right, so I am going to get started. I don't think I need to film the process because basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this sheet of paper to this. I am going to trim. I'm going to glue this to this. When it's done, not just one side, not both. And then, of course, I will come back and fold in and miter all my corners and all of that. So I'll come back when I have that done. Okay, before I go a-sewing I am going, I ended up putting the paper towards the inside, and I left the bubble wrap free on the outside. So I've just glued enough around before I sew that I didn't glue like here, because when I sew, I didn't want it to gum up my needle. I've cut each end about an inch on each side because it's going to come over like this. And then I have this neat little tool. I've showed this before that was suggested from Amanda at Create with Scrimping Mommy. And it is this. And I don't know what the name of it is. Basic book cover guide. So you could search for it if you want. But anyway, there's that. And then it miters these corners perfectly, but leaves just a little bit that you can tuck them in. So that's kind of cool. All right, so I just wanted to come back and tell you that. And then I'm going to get this sewn, and then I'll be back. Okay, the sewing is done. It looks a little crinkly when it's open like this, but who puts their book like that, right? But yeah, I did like a zigzag. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm pretty happy with that, and I love the sound. Okay, so I cut out another piece for the middle, only I just used my pinking shears for the top, so that's going to cover in the middle. I'll get that glued down. And then I chose this for each side, but I liked the darkness in the middle better than the lighter to the side. So what I'm going to do is cut this down. This is 11 by 8.5. So I'm going to cut it down right to 5.5 so I can get that middle piece. And then what I'll do is I'll flip it around so that my ends are going to be here. In fact, I think I'll put it this way. I don't know. They should probably be going down. So I'll put that one there and that one there so that the little bit darker colors are to the outside. So I'll get that all trimmed up, get that together, and then it will be time to sew in my signature. Yay! All right, here it is. I have it all put together, and I'm just going to show you the inside. I have the signature put in. I have my panels on, and I've also gone ahead and put some silver corners. Now, had I thought about this before I inked everything with the silver, I really wanted the silver. I think it looks better against the purple. That's just my preference. I would have inked all these with that smoky gray that I have. But I'm thinking about taking my, I have a silver paint pen, and I think I might go around. It would be a lot of work for each page right now, but I think it might be so cool. So I'm still deciding. All right, so I have that part done. It's coming out just beautiful. I left a little bit of string on the bottom because I think I want to add some beads to this. So we'll maybe get into that later. So anyway, now what I'm going to do, and of course this flipped open really, really far, and I just clipped it down. I've just left some little clips on it. It's not going to matter once I get the ribbon that's going to close it up on there, because that's going to keep it closed. All right, so what I'm going to do now is, if you've watched me at all, you know I have this little chart. It is over in Create with Scrimping Mommy's Facebook page. It's in her file section. She gave me permission to post it. It was maybe a year or a couple of years ago. And so this is sort of my chart. When I start to go through my pages, I start to decide, okay, what do I want on my pages? So I'm going to go, I'm just going to look, and I'm going to go, okay, maybe I'm going to do number 3. And then I haven't erased my X's from the last little session, but I'm going to go ahead, and I have all these little tags, and then I'm going to just find, I know I could make new ones, I know, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use what I have and not waste. So I'll just go and lay all my little tags out, and then I'll start putting them in on each page. This one may not get any because this may be for writing. This might get, you know, something different. So each one will get a little bit of a what do I think I want to do there. And it's never set in stone. It's just as the thoughts come to me. And then on this one, this is another idea book I have. And as you can see, I tried to fix it once when I lost letters, but it looks like I'm losing more, and I didn't have the A. And yeah, when I put it back together, it just came out frums. I don't even know how you pronounce that. All right, so I'm going to go to the back because I've also done a few of these. And I've been doing videos on taking card layouts, but making them into basically journal page layouts. And so I'm going to look through and decide, okay, which one Do I want, I like this one. This one is yeah, I did like that one a lot too. So I'm going to pick one, and I think I want to do that for the back cover. I want that to be either that, or this is going to be a frame where I can put a picture in it, and then my front will have one of these. But I also liked this one too, where you could put a magnet there. And of course, this would all be done out of, oh, I glued it upside down, out of, you know, the Majestic Peacock paper would be done here. So yeah, so this is sort of where I go through, I look, I get my inspiration, and then I start to write little notes on my pages as to what I want. So that's the plan for that. So when you come back, when I come back, come back, and get closed, I will have already probably inserted some of these pictures. Okay, so my Majestic Peacock journal is coming along nicely. I have gone ahead, I'm going to move that aside for a second, and I went through and basically I used my little system to decide where I wanted to put things. So I'm going to start gluing them in. What's going to be there. So I've just gone all the way through. This one I've already glued in. So once I have it done, I can take these out. I just left it to show that I just leave it in there until it's totally completed. And then this one I'm still working on. I'm still working on that one. And then let's see, this one's going to be a belly band. And then this one, I changed my mind and decided to do the die cuts in the middle. And there's a couple more that I've gotten done. That one's going to be there, and that one's going to be there, and they're all going to line up. And then I went ahead and glued this one in. It's a little double pocket. And then this one, this is going to be a tuck spot. And these are actually tuck spots as well, and those will house some tags. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that off. Now this is going to go on the front, and this is going to be covered too. I'm going to have a lot of paper left over because I've had to print several times for other pockets and stuff. So this will most likely get glued on here. This will get glued here, and then you'll see what I do with this, but I just wanted to show you. So it's taken me a little longer to get this one done because I've spent some time doing this one. And this came from a different journal that I did for a challenge, or it wasn't a challenge, it was a collaboration. And so I took the idea from the digital paper and really just kind of made it so I could put it on here. So I made these really small, and then you open it up, and then you have this. You have this little double pocket system in the middle, and then you have this little window, which I'm so super proud of. And then that, like I said, is going to get glued on the front here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off. The next time you see me, the journal's going to be done. Well, the next time, yeah, I come back on, the journal's going to be done, but it's going to be in a flash for you. I have something really fun for the back, and I'm going to save that for my reveal. So when I come back, this will be done. And here it is, all finished. I'm so excited to show you this. I think it just came out beautifully. And to start, we're just gonna start with the beads. So the beads that I put on, when we get to the middle, you'll see that they can be put at the bottom or the top because I just left that string long and then added the beads. I didn't buy any extra beads, I just happened to find these in my stash, so that's why the pattern, I only had 2 of the purple, or I might have put another purple in there, but I like the way it came out. And then this is the front of the cover, obviously, but this is a little folio that I have put inside. But first of all, I have glued it on 3 sides, and then these tags obviously can be taken out and written on. And then this is a magnetic closure. And if you would like a video on how to do that, in fact, I will link the other video to the other album I did that was similar to this. And I think I showed how to do it. But that closes. Now, I don't know if you can see, but I've actually taken and cut out this peacock a second time, the same image, and I've actually embossed it. So I don't know if the light picks it up, but it is embossed. And then when you open this up, you have these cute little tags. I shrunk these down, I don't remember, 4 by 6, I think. I was shrinking some other things down, or printing them, you know, in a smaller size. So there's a pocket there. Over here, there's a window pocket with a tag, and that was fun to do. And it took some work to line that up exactly where I wanted it, because I didn't do it before I glued it down, and then I had to do it after it was on the inside. So it took a minute. Then you open it up. We have another beautiful peacock here, another tag that goes in the back. It's a little tight, so I'll just put that in later. Then you open this up and you have journaling. Over here you have a double little pocket that has tags in all 3 spots. So this one was left open as well to fit a tag in there. And again, I'm just going to take that out for now. And then, yeah, I got all that. Then we close that back up. Then we're going to get into the journal. So let's get into this. On my very first page, I did stick with that one little design that I was thinking about. And I'm going to change this out. I just didn't have... I want to do like a thin purple, and I thought I had some somewhere, but I have to go digging for it. This is just like some raffia. I mean, it works, but I really wanted like a purple. But then you open this up, there's a tag inside, another spots for journaling. You can journal all along here. And then on this side, again, I just went with my normal, if you take everything out, you see the whole picture. So I have just added some paper, and of course the ephemera and journal cards that came with it. I've added some of the wording. I like to add that. Lovely little moments. I do that because I'm not really a journaler. I love to make them, but I'm not really a journaler, and sometimes my head's blank and it's like lovely little moments. Oh, okay, that might jog a memory of a little moment. So I like to put those in there. But then again, we have a double belly band. And then this one is just a little tuck spot. I took one of my die cuts and took the guest check and then just cut that out of it. I liked how that turned out. Again, if you take those out, you have a full picture of that peacock. And then over here, I've added the guest check. I've added a tag for a tuck spot. This is a long pocket. I'm not going to pull this out because you can't, the bird is all down here anyway. So I took the little oval piece that came with the kit and put it over here to make it another little tuck spot. I did, however, use one of my leftover pieces to make a long tag. I like to make these long pockets. Then over here, I left this for journaling. You can journal right over top of that. And then I got into my stash and I found some papers that really matched the whole thing. So I thought, well, I'll throw those in there for journaling. This one I just embellished a little bit. It's a journaling page. This one is a belly band. And then I just added a little cherish every moment of this day and I remember when. Then I used a die cut for these, so I just filled it with paper. I used the tags, and then I have a little die cut that makes like tickets. So I just took leftover pieces and made my tickets, wrote a little bit of, or put a little bit of wording, try new things, write your story. And those are fun. And then over here, I love this one. So this was a double pocket layout, but once you take everything out of it, it's the whole page. So I had to print this a couple times just to get what I wanted, but I've been known to do that. And then of course I have a little saying down there. And this can be a writing spot. And then this was a little double pocket. Again, you remove it, you have the whole picture. And then I put one of the guest checks, another tag, and then out of my scraps, I made another little tag, but I used the fabric. I had a little bit of the fabric, so I used that to make some of the tabs. Don't worry, be happy. This one, I used another of the leftover papers I had, and I made 2 corner tuck spots to put things in. And then over here, I love this one. So this is like an envelope. Again, I used the fabric to make the tabs. And yeah, it's an envelope. And when you pull it all out, again, everything matches up. I just love doing that. And then you just put your tags back in here, your little tuck spots. And then I put a little embellishment over here. On this one, there's just a couple little tags in a pocket, but these open up so you can journal on the inside. And that one does the same thing. And then again, I had a little piece left over from another thing I was trying or cut out or something, so it made this little frame, and I thought, well, I'll just frame one of the little pieces and we'll make that an embellishment. And then of course I've made all these pockets and they all line up and match the picture with a little tag for journaling. And then over here, this is something I've been wanting to do. I've seen this, but I have been wanting to. I could have made little tuck spots here too, but I just glued everything down just to make pockets. But I will be doing more of these. I really, really like this. This was fun, easy, and it helped use up the scraps. So the back is I'm really, really proud of this. And this is my sort of, okay, special thing reveal. And I made a little shaker card. So, and it does work. So I thought that was so cool. Isn't that fun? Okay, so anyway, I thought that was super cool. And I ended up not putting the paper over this because I wanted to leave a little bit of the feel of the bubble wrap. And you can feel it in there. So a couple things that I probably would have done different or I've learned from this journal. Number one would be if I'm going to cover it anyway, I wouldn't use bubble wrap again. I would stick with the batting and the envelope. I've done that before. Because it gives it a smoother surface. So I would have done that differently. On the back, this, I thought it was going to be a little bit tight, which it is. I might have built up a little bit or maybe not used cardstock because I used cardstock. This is cardstock, and then I added another piece of cardstock. Maybe that would have been paper. Yeah, I don't know, just to make it a little more flexible. And it may have been a little more flexible had I not used the bubble wrap, which puffed it up. Anyway, I'm really super happy with this. And this can also just be folded this way to be out the bottom. But if somebody stores their journals this way, or if they just leave it laying flat, that's fine. But I thought, well, I will make it so that it can go up to the top. So I'm glad I left that bigger piece and then added the beads. So anyway, I'm really super happy with it. I hope you found inspiration, and thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you in the next one. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.